three of the coaches, this dude always getting hurt. He brittle. This nigga forever getting hurt. So I talked to the kid. I'm like, what you think they said about you? He's like, that I'm cold, that somebody can't stop me. And he said, no, that I be locking up, I play good D, all that. No, that's not what they said about you. I'm not gonna tell you. He's like, what they say? I'm not gonna tell you what they said about you because it don't matter. You go, it don't matter what they said about you. They said what you think they said about you. And then over the time I was talking to him about it, then I ended up telling him, they said that you already getting hurt. You already get hurt? Yeah, I do get hurt a lot. I said, look what you just said. You just put that in your future. Now you're gonna be getting hurt a lot in your future. You know what I'm saying? And it's showing the power of the word. We don't understand the power of the word. You know what I mean? And that's what little stuff we don't know how to affect our mind. Your mind don't know what's real and what's fake. So when somebody playing with you and say some bullshit, your mind take it for real. Like wet dreams and nightmares. That shit ain't real, but your mind think it is. So you can use that for your benefit. Exactly. But we speak bad shit on ourselves to existence. I'm dead. Or I can't never do shit. I'm always forgetting. Look how we saying. Look what we saying.
Real shit.
Look what we saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? And that's what me training like that. That's why I said to the kid, with that good ass jump shot you got, boy, get your ass over here, you fucking genius. I ain't gonna call you stupid. I ain't gonna, cause I don't want to put that negative on you. I do it too. You know what I'm saying? Get into people. I say good stuff about them. Got into it with a dude before. Said all good stuff about him. So I ain't fucked you. Nigga, you ain't no gangster. You was a good boy. You was a good person. You know what I'm saying? Saying all this in a manner in which you know I ain't bullshitting, but yeah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't speaking that one. Yeah. And cause really, everything people do is a reflection of them. Them people that's taking your confidence, cause they ain't got no confidence. Them people that's talking down on you to make themselves feel better than you. That's why I say whatever people say to you, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Just cause I don't care what people think of me. I ain't posting what do you think of my game, or I don't do that. I don't share that. Man, I already know can't nobody guard me, and shit, I shoot that motherfucker as good as whoever. You know what I mean? And I don't need validation in that. So now I'm using basketball to make my life like that. How did I get that good in basketball? I've been working like a motherfucker. Yeah. Overtime like a motherfucker. Seeking like a motherfucker. So now I do the same thing in my life. If I can get good in life, if I can get good in ball, I can get good in life. It's easier to get good in life than this ball.
So let me ask you, so you didn't understand your work ethic at the time? Because you didn't really know how good you was. But I realized, like, I used to come up there, you'd be in the gym, you'd be in the shooting machine, you'd be dribbling, you'd do always around the game. So you didn't realize your work ethic.
It's the mentality. I had everything. I didn't have the mentality. That's why, right before Kobe died, I had just bought that Mama Mentality book. Because I'm like, I was playing in co-ed. This our story. I played in co-ed, right? I'm killing. But I made a rule, I won't score on girls, and I won't steal it from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they do something wrong, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to use my masculinity over them. So, I'm playing. Bro, I'm cooking the dude so bad. A girl, like, you know what? I got it. I'm like, if she don't, shout out to Asia too. Asia Malone, she trying hard. I'm like, dude, if she don't go. So I'm like, I can't even take her serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, dude, I don't even want to score on her. So I'm just gonna cross it. So I just like hit her with a fat. Boom, she fly. You know, like I just stand there like I was looking at her when I was shooting it to like make sure she don't like foul me because I don't play girls serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at her and I miss. And then now they think it's a good defense. And I was like, but really, in playing in co-ed, my kryptonite was females. If you put a female, I'm like, she put a female, I'll pass it. Like, man. And when it came down to it, they're like, bro, you have to score, we're losing. I'm like,
for real, fam, you tripping.
I'm not scoring on no girl, bro. Like, come give me a screen. Like, so the girl wouldn't switch. I thought she just got switched on me. She stayed on me. Not Asia, this is a different game though. Okay. But she stayed on me, so I'm like, so I shot. Brick, come back down, cause I'm like, I didn't want to just do no moves. I didn't want to go to the hole on her, so I just shot. Missed it. I'm like, damn. They come down, they did something, must have scored. They like, bro, you better score, bro. You tripping, like. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just stepped her back, hit a J on it. And then, over time, it was like, now I'm ready to pass it, but she's still on me. So they like, don't, if she got the ball, do not pass. You can't pass it. You gotta shoot. So I made a rule in my head, like if a female holding me, I'm gonna score. Like I have to shoot it. So I'm like, and I feel good about my game where I'm just gonna shoot a J on her. I ain't gonna go to the hole. So I'll break down, pull up. I'm making it. I was like, she would not stop. So then they switched the dude back and it was just like, that was better for me. But now I can really, but the mentality, that's not the right mentality to have. Because it backfires on me every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least even with me. Playing, I don't want to shine too much on people. So I ease up on them. I had a dude, I come down, cooked him 3 times in a row. Come back down, everybody's saying, ooh, they laughing at him. I just Euro'd over the top of him. Then I hit him with a move and a step back. Then I just hit him with another move and went to go later. Like, they all laughing at him, and I can see it, you know what I'm saying? So, he coming down. They set a bar screen for him. I go under his bar screen just to let him get a shot. Let him get a shot so he can make it. Made it. I was happy for him. And it's like, so really I shouldn't be playing with these people, or I gotta show these people that they shouldn't be playing with me. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, cause it happens too much. Like I'll relax. I don't want people to get too, you know what I'm saying, offended by me. Like I was trying not to offend people with my greatness, and I would hold back. Like I said, I can get 50 anytime I want to. I don't like doing that because I don't need to. Like I like playing the right way, but I'm capable of it. So like if it's a game I gotta win, like AAU, like I don't want to lose. So I had the freedom to do whatever I want to do AAU. That's how I got Howard. They just seen me isolation the whole through Vegas, and they was just like, literally, my dad was like, Ben Wisniewski. He was like a player coach. He was like, IQ was crazy, he can shoot it. And his dad was assistant coach. So he would always go to Ben, like, Ben, what do you think? Like, man, like, you always talking to Ben. So Ben, like, how about we just give it to Chris and get the hell out of the way? And then, so shit, they was like, give it to me. They would one for a flatted, or they would come give me a ball screen. I'm just making them play. Kick it to him, he can hit it. I go score, I can hit with my big man. We won Vegas. And, you know, it was hard when the coach gave me that confidence. I need you. So I'm like, let's go. When the coach saying he don't need you or you ain't nothing to him, I'm like, damn, so it's pulling at the confidence, you know what I'm saying? And I still was working on it, you know what I mean? So like I had to quit playing co-ed because it was hard to do it. But when I learned to dominate it, it's like, okay, I got it now. So now I don't need to play no more. Like I got it. Like if a girl on me, I'm gonna make sure I score. I'm scoring on whoever. I'm going to get 50, whoever, and I work on it, get better. But it's a mind thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's a social acceptance thing more than anything. Social acceptance, because you want to fit in. If I'm rich, and y'all ain't got no money, let's say I got $2,500 on me, and y'all ain't got no money.
Oh.
Or you got $150 and you got $78. Like I'ma feel kind of like damn, like so I'ma act kind of broke too, like damn, they want $3 for a hot dog, like you know what I'm saying? Where really like I don't even eat hot dog, I eat filet mignon. So like, but I'm gonna try to act like I ain't what I am, so y'all can be uncomfortable, so y'all can be comfortable. I want to go to Carson's, y'all like let's go to McDonald's. I'm like, alright, let's go to McDonald's. So I just go to McDonald's and get an expensive grilled chicken sandwich instead of going to get what I get, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we can't be doing. And that's what I'm working on him, Hody. That's what I'm working on with him. Anybody around me, don't worry about how they gonna feel about how you are. Just go be great, you know what I'm saying? And it takes something in me to not care no more. Like the scoreboard and the clock running out, okay, now I don't care. I don't care now. Or like the rivalry where people, oh, you finna get locked up, or they finna kill you, you finna lock. Alright, come on. I ain't finna stand down, so it's like I've learned to find something to get mad at. In the beginning of the game, I'll find something to get mad at. When I was playing in the league, I brought my son with me, they wanted to charge my son to get in. And I was playing against the dude that owned that run the league. I said, yeah. You want to charge my son? Because I knew I needed something to get mad at. Want to charge my son? Run it, and I'll show you the highlight. I know exactly. I got the highlights. Yeah. But I overdid it because then I started to be that overly aggressive. Yeah. And now that I'm doing too much, now I'm bringing the ball up, swinging at him. Like, hopefully he moving his face because if you don't, he gonna get smacked. Like, I'm on bullshit with him now, but I needed that to play for real. So then I learned another way to get mad at the refs. I did something, he ain't call. Oh, you ain't finna call that? You finna make your arms tight. You finna do like this all night. So then I'm into it, bro. I'm into it with the ref, bro. I'm taking it out on the players. I'm into it with the ref. I'm boom, 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 doing the right go finish. See what you making me do to him? I'm doing this. It's your fault. To the point I got ejected from the game. I got kicked out of the game. The ref taking me up. I didn't get I had two fouls. We got 6 fouls. I got 2 fouls from playing basketball. The rest of them from my mouth, from yelling, from talking about the ref, talking to the ref. 3, put them arms up. I made a lady ref quit.
Oh, man, too hard.
Made her quit. Cause she made a bad call. I needed something to get mad at. We was losing. I'm getting mad at her. I'm making her quit. And I didn't mean to make her quit. But all I was saying, put your hands up. Put them 3 up. That's 3. Put them hands up. You ain't want to call them foul and 1. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm taking my game on the ref. And you know, I just had to figure a way to play like that. And it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's really a mindset, and you gotta train yourself because as soon as you let go of the wheel, I ease up. So I played mad the first half. I ease up. Like, I ain't mad no more. We good. Then come back and win. So it's like lock in. Literally that Mamba mentality, that Jordan mindset. Like, I'm killing whoever. I'm killing who make me mad. Or I'm killing who. That's not the right one. That's why I feel like I haven't played pro because of my mindset. I haven't made my mind up to play pro. And I haven't fully took on that mindset of I'm that dude. I'm going to play like that. Now, because I needed outside validation. So I'm working on myself to get to that point. I remember going to camp. I went to a camp before. And the agent remembered me from the camp. He like, oh yeah, you played. Yeah, you got a nice game. They was talking about me to somebody else. Like he was a third party. I'm like, well, why I ain't getting nothing from him? You're just too nice, and my records speak for themselves. I was 9 for 13 just because I didn't miss, not because I was aggressive. It's because I just didn't miss. I was just an efficient player, not because I'm aggressive. Like now, what if I was taking 20 shots?
That's really gonna be something, right?
So I'm working on it. So now, like my JUCO record, it was 9 for 13. I played in another league, and I made up my mind. It was a co-ed. I'm like, you know what? I got to figure a way to grow. Like, I'm shooting all threes. I was 17 for 21 from 3. With that mindset. So, you know what I'm saying? When I lock in with that mindset, it's valid. You know what I mean? Where it's the comfort. Now I got to, literally, bro, there's 2 times where I had to, like, cheer people up after they holding me. Like, we played one-on-one, we worked out, or we just, you know what I'm saying, working out, playing one-on-ones. Gotta cheer niggas up, like, bro, you be taking my confidence, like, bro, I be playing good D, bro, you be making it every time, be there, I be following you, bro, that shit just always go. I'm like, bro, like, that shit don't matter, like, bro, offense is offense, that's how I play. Don't let that shit, you just keep playing good D, like, that's good ass D, bro, we bumping fingers when I'm shooting, like, that's good ass D, but offense always gonna win. And it's like, I didn't like how that made me feel with them guys. Like, damn, I'm taking niggas' soul out, like, but that's what you supposed to do. Because that's going to make them go do what they got to do. Man, I'm finna go get me a job. I ain't messing with this hooping stuff.
I was going to say, it's going to make them go, either they going to fuck with you or they not going to go. That's what I was going to say.
Like, a lot of hoopers used to play football until they got cracked across the middle. And they got cracked across the middle. Oh, I'm done with this. But what if they would just hit them soft because they knew they was a football player? Basketball player, he probably still be playing and got hurt worse or something, you know what I mean?
Well, I think like a lot of not to cut you off, but even in college, I think like I never went, but like a lot of people like go to college and they stop going because something fucked up happened that they ain't like when they just, in my eye, they bitching about it or being a baby about it or whatever, and you really, the best goal was to stick that shit through. And even myself and dealing with the fucking school, I was bitching about shit that really in the long run ain't important.
Making excuses instead
of staying and sticking it through.
Yeah, that's same with me.
Should be, yeah,
My
exactly.
mama died the day I got to Miami, Ohio. the day I got there,
Yeah.
I had, you know what I'm saying? My thing, I was planning on putting my name in the draft after my junior year. At Miami, Ohio, we had the #1 schedule in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
We played against Duke, Kansas, Ohio State, San Diego State with Kawhi Leonard. We played against Xavier with them 2 pro guards. Played against Cincinnati, they were 16-0.
Mm-hmm.
And we played against. We had the #1. We had the hardest schedule in the nation.
And you got a good year too.
Bro, I shot at 99th percentile.
Yeah. You think that was that extra motivation there? Did you even need any motivation for that?
You know what the motivation was? Damn, my fault, y'all.
It's all good.
Stay away from the car.
You valid. Man.
She'll let you.
Like, fuck up.
I got some, yeah. So, with that, why I think I shot it like that?
Yeah, keep going.
Why I think I shot it like that?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's alright,
Because, first of all, I was on a team where I felt like I was the guy. I should have been the guy.
Yeah.
And then, I wasn't the guy, so I was coming off the bench. So, the only thing I could really do, like, my leash was so short. The only thing I could do is catch and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I put it on the floor, try to make a play for myself, you know what I'm saying, trying to do too much, run the offense, you want me to do that. So I decided, I always stayed working on my J.
Mm-hmm.
So working on my J, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Working on my J, I was on the gun a lot. And that's how I vented. I mean, that was like my therapy. So I was there, they played me. I played myself for going there. They told I was misled. This is what they said. I was misled during the recruiting process. They told me initially I was going to be playing about 30 minutes a game, 30 plus minutes. I ended up, I think I averaged like 13 minutes a game in Miami, Ohio. And so I had like going there. I was hot. Like I had Boston College. I had Montana. I actually committed to Montana. I had like Indiana State. I had some big, I had big time schools. So like nowhere I was gonna not be playing. Like nowhere, everywhere. Montana was like, can you score 1,000 in 2 years? Other schools they recruit me at the 2. I was being recruited at the 2 and the 1.
You was getting that motherfucker up. You scoring
at the 2 and the 1. In JUCO, I led the conference in 3-point percentage. I didn't even know that.
We went to JUCO.
Garden City, Kansas.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah, he was in Kansas.
Yeah. So with the Miami Ohio, with the confidence thing. I just always knew I could make my shots. So like I said, I was always efficient. I just made my shots. So got to Miami, Ohio.
83 points. Goddamn.
They leave me open. I'm gonna shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened was I started making it.
You gotta make that shit
and
matter.
then I kept making it. And then kept making it to the point where, but the coach was like, he wasn't messing with me. I don't care how good you is. You ain't going in the game. I don't want you in the game. I don't care how many threes I don't care how good you shoot that ball. Because he had this thing against me, and I let that take from my confidence. Because I remember in the dorm, we used to split the dorm, and it's like a wall here. This is my side, my room on the other side. I had my goal. I had the ESPN articles. I had all the write-ups on me from coming to that conference. They knew I was going to be a contributor right away. You know what I'm saying? Preseason, all conference, all that type of stuff. So I had all my, I had, going to the draft next year. I had all that shit on my. Man, I was going through that shit at Miami, Ohio. I went in there room one night. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Said, fuck it. I started smoking while I was there. And I let it fuck with me. But the way, usually when people fuck with you, you start acting out. You start cussing the coach out. You start caring. You start leaving coach. You start practice. You start leaving practice. I stayed blameless. So, and I worked harder. Got in the gym, I used to make sure. I remember one night I did 15 minutes at a spot. I shot like 1,100 shots in less than an hour and like 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. I made like 800 of them. I remember at one point I was trying to make a shot for everybody I knew. I started off my family, for everybody in my family. Make a shot. My mom, I was just making shots for everybody. I ran out of people I knew. I started saying friends. Ran out of friends. I just started saying people I knew.
I heard that one before.
I didn't even know. I just started. Dude, I seen at the bookstore. Dude, I'm just making every shot that, you know what I'm saying? And it's at the point I was crying, shooting, crying. Mm-hmm. Cause I'm in this motherfucker by myself. My mama died You know what I'm saying? My daddy don't believe me. Like,
Coach
he
again.
think I'm lying. Coach is fucking making me the laughing stock of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have much. You know what I mean? And everybody I'm talking to, they thinking I'm lying. They thinking I'm no, you just being a big man. No, bro. I'm telling you, they own something with me. You know what I'm saying? But it was something I had to go through to make me who I was, because everybody picking at me despite all them picking at me, all that, I was blameless, bro. They talking that, oh, well, you better make sure you got your grades. I got the second highest GPA on the team. You know what I'm saying? Oh, coach, when have I ever been disrespectful? Oh, never. When have I ever blown defense or something? When have I ever? All right. Came down to it. It was off the court. He said, it's your personality. I said, I can't change my personality. He said, well, you gonna have to if you want to play for me. I'm like, but I'm cool then.
What you was doing wrong?
It was.
Alright, what did he think?
It was that. Remember I said about that jealousy stuff. It's what people do to you ain't got nothing to do with you. It's an expression of them. If you slap the shit out of me right now, I ain't gotta take that personal. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker must feel some kind of way in himself that he just had to slap me.
Right.
Well, you know what? Hope you feel better, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Instead of slapping you back, because that means something. It's in me to slap you. So it's like, no, I see why y'all are saying that. The coaches, they see I got more control over the team than you do. I was on the bench. I played 13 minutes a game, but I was the one talking when they brought it in. I was the one helping. Then we had Quentin Rollins as our point guard. He got drafted by the Packers.
Okay.
He played 4 years of basketball. Started Miami, Ohio. Walked on as a fifth year. Ended up getting walked on the football team. Ended up getting drafted by the Packers. He was our point guard. You know, like we wasn't ready. We weren't on the same level. I was a better, point guard, obviously. You know, but I didn't let what was going on dictate our friendship. That was like my little brother.
Yeah,
so in the game, bro, do this. I'm giving them things in the game when to the coach say, I'm surprised you even like Q. This ain't got nothing to do with Q. I know I ain't playing because you don't like me. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's why what people do, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So I see that. I remember one of the players must have been offended by my presence because he seen me hoop. First time he seen me hoop, he like, you know I'm getting employed, right? You know I'm going to be player of the year. I'm like, I'm not knowing he in competition with me. I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to get newcomer of the year then. We on the same team. I'm thinking we finna. No, it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So I started peeping the game, and I just learned a lot. So I appreciate that Miami Ohio experience. And like I was saying, stay blameless, and that shit gonna shine through the other side because when all said and done, I shot 99 percentile against the hardest schedule in the nation. That's better than Jimmer Fredette without dribbling, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker.
You can't take that shit away.
You know what I'm saying? All of them. And that was against the hardest schedule nation and against my coaching. When I played, we could put an article up if we need to. When I played against San Diego State, that was number 12 in the state, 12 in the nation or something like that. Was Kawhi Leonard. When we played them, the name of I played less than 5 minutes. After the game, the name of the article read McHenry's trades Hawks Aztecs run. You know what I'm saying? We went 12 minutes and 35 seconds without scoring. He put me in. I was second leading scorer on the team. Had 9-1 or something like that. In less than 5 minutes.
So y'all must have had a good team where he didn't have to put you in or something. Where is it real or excuse? Or
we went down 25 zip. They went on 25-0 run.
He was just on some
He had to say. He said Chris got back at me by making those shots tonight. That's what now I'm realizing, that's what. But no, I appreciate it because it's good in everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't let that break me. They was trying to break me. I didn't let it break me. Through all the bullshit he was on with me, I'm still the hardest worker on that team. I'm still the one in the gym. When you leaving that gym at night, the janitor, man, you making every shot, man. I ain't see what you play like you one of the stars. No, I don't be playing that much. Man, gotta get you in. He be rebounding for me. The janitor rebounding for me. Talking to me, man, keep your head up, man. Don't let that bother you, man. I'm ready to cry and shit after you done talking to me. Like, sometimes you want people to feel bad for you. And that's what I was going through. So I started feeling bad for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but I vented, you know what I'm saying? But my J was my outlet.
Yeah.
So I just go get on the gun. I just get on the gun, just zone out, just shoot. You know what I'm saying? And so it ended up playing out, you know what I'm saying, in my stats. But yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he basically and at the end of the year they basically told me like, what an assistant. He like, he's just not the typical Miami Ohio kid. Because those kids were, you know, more privileged kids, and you know, I got rough edges around me, but I'm respectful, and they thought they didn't like that. I could go with the gangsters and, you know what I'm saying, do a gangster handshake and then come over there to do a business handshake. Look in your eye, I can go over there and talk to the old lady and help her across the street, but I gotta go talk to the kid and say something uplifting to him, and then I can go talk to the woman and have her to come home with me. And they like, who you think, like, and that's why I always hear that, who you think you is. And that's what I know when people saying that now, you thinking more of me than you think low of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about our self-images and lifting that up, bro. Bring the confidence, but everything happens for the good, though.
It's that mindset. So you got anything to add while we on that D still that you want to add or was talking about earlier or anything? Before we go to it?
No, I just said what I got from most of that is I feel like if you was like a bitter, like no, if you wasn't as humble as you was with the game, I feel like you'd be bitter with it. Cause like, you know what I'm saying, you could have either got taken away or could have got taken. Cause like, for example, if you killing somebody, that's gonna make you gas. Like, I'm finna just get 50. You was thinking like, no, I gotta chill, cause I wanna. You just gotta think about trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
That's what it comes to.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing, but it can get to you, because it's like, if I'm always pleasing them, who go come please me?
And that's what I learned. I got my car repoed. I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I started taking my business more serious. How do I train all these amazing players? When I had Enrique, Mike Foster, you know what I'm saying, Brianna Lewis, Mike Foster. I mean, not Mike Foster, Mike Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Like Tayshaun, Lil Nas, like Deontay.
You had
everybody, like most of the last few 5 years, like I've been touching the most, since some of the better players. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the hell my car get repoed? I should be able to put a GoFundMe right now, and people that I've trained for free should be able to buy me a car. So, but I'm like, I gave everything, and then when I was time for me to give, I don't got nothing. And that's why I learned self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? Before my 30th birthday was no, I just like that word between November and December. Self-preservation. I knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? It been time where I was dealing with a young lady. I was willing to put my last up for her to go get a house. Not even living in my house. Wasn't even dealing with her. To go buy her a house with my literally the last money I got. I know I'm making some more. Literally the last money I got to get her a crib. She got like if I had 300.
Training wise, is there anything, have you started like marketing yourself that, or you have anything? Like,
yeah, I've been training consistently probably the last like 4 years. It's been more full time the last 3 years. You know, and I haven't, like you said, done what you saying, the portfolio, you know, and I'm building up to it, you know, and a lot of it is procrastination or that lack of confidence of doing it, where getting started is the hardest part, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't, you know, I haven't LLC'd it or nothing like that, you know, so financially, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing it because as a hobby, because it's still under a certain amount of money that I'm making, so that it's, you know, it's cash that I'm making, but now we're getting close to that where it's starting to be real money now. So I gotta start getting the business side, so now I can write off 2 bottles of champagne as a business expense because we're going to do an interview, or write off the clothes, or, you know what I'm saying? Gas,
write all that shit
so
off.
now I'm learning that part of it to really just boss up and get it out there. But it's believing in yourself, bro. Like, and training is helping me to believe in myself, because now I'm seeing like
these other motherfuckers believe in you.
Yeah, they see, and they only getting better because they believe in me. Like, I used to hate them people like, man, you the best. Like, don't say best. because now you competing, now we comparing and compete. Like I'm me, you know what I'm saying? And I see the value that I'm bringing in players because of the players that I'm bringing value to, and it's like I just told a parent this: either I only touch gold or everything I touch turn to gold. But I'm touching some of the best people, like some of the best athletes, and it's still happening. Like I had I wrote an invoice. I just wrote my first invoice in July. There's a sports agency that reached out, and they got 3 guys. They were getting ready to go like G League overseas, getting ready for their pro. So their summer training, and I had we was going 3-month contract to train them guys. They had to write them out a quote on what I would charge them, and that's when I'm like, I made it. Like I ain't make it, but I'm here.
Step. That's a big
because
step.
I can set the price. Like
I control it. That's why your shit
yeah.
you're making is something. You a business now, so and you can do it. That's how you create a business. If you don't know, so I can charge you this much, so this much can pay this bill or pay a bill. Now it's actually a job. So that's big right there.
So that was amazing to me, and that was kind of like that start to get it going to where now So that led to me working with other teams. So now I got 3 teams I'm dealing with. AAU teams. I train the whole team together. You know what I'm saying? And my groups are getting bigger, and so it's like, okay, it's okay. So now it's to the point where now certain stuff happen. Like a guy called me to go overseas to play in South America or somewhere, or Mexico. I forgot where. But he asked me about the money. Like now the money matter because I'm not gonna play for what I'm less than what I'm making in training. Even though I want to play, I still got obligations. So it's like, and I can save my body.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think I found my thing in training. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm learning online courses, online training. I'm working on a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on children's books. So I'm working on the Skills Academy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all building, but it's taking off. You know what I'm saying? And the timing is amazing too. I see you doing your thing. We talked about linking up, and it's just about growth, bro, getting better. You know what I'm saying? And getting other people better. That's what I learned. I stopped chasing money. I stopped chasing money and started seeking value. Value and add value to people, then people gonna add value to you. That brings you value. Because it's laws, you know what I'm saying? Law of compensation. It's laws of the universe. So I learned to use the laws of the universe for my own good. Karma. I'm using that shit for good. Cause I know you give what you get. So I'm giving what I want. I'm giving mercy. I'm giving love. I'm giving money. I'm giving blessings. I'm giving advice. I'm giving everything I want, and I'm getting everything I want. Literally, life fun again. I'm young with no worries again. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of all this Corona shit, the last 3 months I've made more money than I've made every month. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, I'm getting rich in the pandemic. But it's my mind state now. It's the mental, the interaction I get with women. It's everything is because I'm developing myself as a man, and it all starts with the mind. It's all that. So what I mean, that's your training. It's a blessing. I found my purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's the passion. That's the purpose. I've had days where I'm in the gym from 8:30 to 10:30 at night. Forgot to eat. Leaving the gym damn, I'm hungry as hell. What I eat today? Damn, I ate shit since I came. Didn't even care. Didn't even worry about it. Didn't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? I did almost a month where I'm just gonna train as much as I can. If they can't, I ain't even gonna be charging. Just to work on my training, man. Just bring them. Don't worry about the money. Just bring them so I can work on my craft. And I'm developing curriculums and courses and all this to help people get better. And that's why the value gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So I probably make more off the training than I would have played, or I don't know how it works, but I know I'm where I'm at for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm connecting the dots now that I'm where I'm at. I can understand why my coach said that to me now. I needed him to say that. Because it put me in a certain mind state to grow to who I'm going to be. And so I needed to not be the man so now I can get humble. And it's my first time ever starting. And not even getting in like that. So
That's
it was
all games for giving off to your players that you training. That's just all games to help them. So
and it's adding up so much value to them. Where like testimonials I get, like give you chills, and you know what I'm saying. Like got a kid, I went to his game. I just hear people, oh, Mario got better, and I'm like, so now I'm more confident in myself. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, because he come and work out 3 times a week with me. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm stepping it up, and it's like, the more I step it up and believe in myself, the more I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying? So with the training, like, I'm really ready to take it to a next level with, and even collaboration. Like, I have my own gym soon, like, AU team, like, doing all that, you know what I mean? Really expand it as much as I can. Cause I think sometimes we get caught in a small environment, get caught with small thinking. Like, I had it was a female, she was like, I was telling her my goal, and she was like, don't you think that's too much or too big, or you think you should say something a little more attainable? And then I broke it down to like, no, because look, I got camps every Sunday, so I'm charging, I got 4 groups of kids, I'm charging this amount every group, so that's gonna be at least this much, and then I'm working, so I'm gonna get them checks, so that's gonna be that, and then I can start doing it. I'm like, after I did all them calculations, I'm like, matter of fact, I need to double my goal instead of because I'm already at like 40%. I need to double it. And I need to get rid of your ass because I don't need nobody telling me that I need to lower my goals. If anything, you need to tell me to double my shit. And so then it's like getting away from them type of people. You know what I'm saying? Getting around people that's going to help you stretch. You know what I mean? Do you want to be a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond? They used to say me that when I was getting recruited. But now I know about the pond and the fish. Like, a shark can't grow. A shark can't outgrow its environment. If it's in a tank, it's going to stay tank size. You take it out of the tank, put it in a river, it's going to get river size. You put it in the ocean, it's going to get ocean size. So I'm learning to put myself so I can expand. So I was thinking about moving and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to expand into the training, you know what I mean? Like, when they ask me how much, I'm like, I can say whatever. I'm lowering the number, like, no, that's too much. That's, you know what I mean? Like, but that's your self-image. You don't think you worth enough. You don't think you worth enough. I remember a guy training, he was asking me like, how much I charge. I'm like, man, just give me 30 for the day. You sure? I'm like, yeah. But he's seen me play, he's seen me train, and so he like,
just having that self-confidence, and you telling him, hey, this what I want to do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit.
But they was offering me more than I was charging. Hey, can I give you $40 to help my kid? Yeah, I was only gonna say 25. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was at a few years ago, where it's like, now I'm gonna say a number, and if that's too high for you, but I still work with you. You know what I mean? And I gotta get off of that, because if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. You're not going to Foot Locker and asking for a discount. You're not going to the car dealership. We're not doing that. So, you know what I mean? I gotta hold, and that's one thing I feel for people so much that I forget to feel for myself. And now I'm letting them, man, well, what you got? How much you got? Just bring something. Just bring what you can. So now I went from charging $75 for an hour to taking what they can bring, and they only brought $13. Or instead of that, I could just, you know what, keep your $13. I'm just gonna go work with my son for an hour. So now I'm learning, like you said, that
you're a business, so yeah, your time costs money, so they paying you for your time and all that. So shit, keep going, cause I see a lot of your shit. My cousin, he got like a studio, and he's putting me on the same game as what you did, and that's also some of the stuff that I would like to do a little bit also too. But like, yeah, you control your time, your business, and like that's a big milestone in the LLC and having those players and all that. But like, yeah, everything you doing, that shit is on the right path, and yeah, like. You a boss, so shit, stand on your prices, you know, and like tell them like, oh, this is what it's worth. Because why? You can already let them know. Like, even if you don't, write that shit down so they already know. Oh, I'm Chris.Mchenry because my time, because I gotta go. I'm leaving my son. This is what I'm giving. This is what I'm offering. So yeah, that shit I already know it's gonna be good. I already know it's gonna keep going up. But yeah, it's all about, like you was already saying, like how you think about yourself. So shit, you think about yourself as that trainer, that nigga, you that guy in that shit, you gonna keep on going. You gonna be that guy. So shit,
that's cold, because even the Bible say that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what when my growth started, you know what I'm saying, started seeking knowledge and wisdom, you know what I'm saying, as a man thinks, so it shall be. Like, it's gonna be what you think it's gonna be. Like, you control your life by your thoughts, how you think. Your mind is a garden, so if you planting all negative thoughts in your garden, you're gonna grow negativity to your reality. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm learning like to use my thoughts, you know what I mean? And that's why I act like who I want to be. That's why I'm bringing, you know what I'm saying, Chef. I wanted to get them my way. I'm like, yeah, they want 54 for them motherfuckers. I'm like, shit, I don't want to get, you know what I mean? But they didn't even have what I wanted. They had the big bottles, but I'm working on being who I want to be.
And that's different. Not to cut you off, but you see like that, you don't see people do what you doing. For me here, but you see like, go say we go out of state in California or something. This normal, like, oh, that's how you supposed to be. Like, what you doing? This. We say like, oh, this is a big deal. It is a big deal. It should be like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, that's just you got a good heart. You just looking out. That's what he want to do. Like you said, that's what you putting out who you want to be. So yeah, like,
and learn.
It might be tough doing here, but keep doing it. Like, why not?
We gotta be who we want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Because nobody else. Shit, everybody else taking, and then it's on you. Like, don't nobody care, and that's what I learned. Like, when nobody cared, like schools decommitting, like I just learned it wasn't a lot of loyalty in the world. You know what I'm saying? From females to colleges to business stuff to friends, like this shit ain't loyal. So like, I gotta be what I want. I'm just gonna keep it real, and I gotta move off of what it is. Like, I ain't doing nothing else I want to do. You know what I mean? And really moving off of that. But I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead.
Oh, you good. Shit, we've been going for a minute. I got a few more questions, and then shit, maybe we have you back. But yeah, this is so much, so I want to make. I don't want to. We've been going for a minute, but we're gonna keep it going. For me, I got some last questions. Basically two things really. So one thing really that I gotta know about. I think it's funny. So I heard about like a few years ago. My guy Buck told me about it. He said, you had one of your matchups. That still be going on, or what's going on with your? You had one-on-ones going on. You and DeMarcus playing. You know, you doing your thing. You know, one-on-ones. And I heard he told me like y'all was going at it. Like it was. Like, and I like to hear that. I was like, if I was still like, I be in my own world. I was like, that's what I would do. Like, you know, like playing for cash. Fuck it. Like, you know, playing for cash, one-on-one. And then you know that. They got that much confidence in the game, but that's also good. Like, you don't see that shit. Like, and you know, like, they balling, so it's not like niggas hate each other, but it can get like that. But shit, why not? Like, you confident in your game? Let's go ball for this. Or
and that's what it was for me. You know, like, shout out to DeMarcus too for even playing for money and being, you know what I'm saying, having the confidence in itself to even play. You know what I mean? And you know, it started out for me was just me being confident in myself. I'm confident in my game. I'll play anybody. You know, and so he was already playing one-on-ones, and I was looking for a matchup because I act like, oh, how you be getting people to play you in a one-on-one? Like, nobody want to play me. Every time they want to play me, like they'll like bag out or they ask somebody should they play me, and they're like, you know, I remember like being out one time, dude wanted to play me. I'm like, all right, we can play right now. Like, they didn't know I had the keys to it. I'm like, we can go to the gym right now. So they're like, all right, come on. So we literally leaving the bar. Like, I'll get like 4 people. We hopping in cars, like 3 cars deep. On the way, dude must have called somebody, and then by the time we made it by the gym, he like, no, like we good, we ain't gonna play, whatever for the money. Another time, a dude was talking, so he said somebody now, like I don't know who that is, but I bet I don't know who that is, but I bet he know me. So like, and then he called the person like, man, you know a nigga named Chris? Like he like who? Chris.Mchenry. He was like, should I play him for the money? I was like, he did. The dude like, no, like he like, no, bro. Like I ain't seen him since high school. He like, I remember from high school. I ain't seen him since high school. He was cold in high school, so I wasn't. I nigga, high school? Like, that was like 7 years ago, bro. You're dead.
Motherfuckers be all into
like you're dead, bro. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But
motherfuckers be in that shit like, bro, it's so whole decade.
People. I couldn't find no matchup. So you know what I mean? We finally
linked up.
Yeah, we finally linked up, you know, and I think it got out of hand, you know what I mean? Cause
everybody else is all.
It was, you know, the first. So we played
a couple.
Let's see,
I heard.
Me and him played 3 one-on-ones.
Yeah.
So the first one-on-one we played. I lost $1,250. I'm not gonna say he beat me because technically, like footage wise, I scored more points. Like I had like, and that's why I learned experience is the best teacher because I learned that shit, you gotta have your eyes crowded, your eyes dotted, your T's crossed. We didn't have the rules, so the rules, it kind of and it was like now we didn't know we was gonna end one, so I had like 6 points I didn't count because they're like, well, that don't count because you called foul. And so it was
playing with that money, all
it
that
was
extra.
so it was, and it was other people that was, you know what I'm saying, other people on the bet too. So it was my money, and nobody was speaking on my money. But if they all going in on a bet, you can, if you money and you speaking on it, what's going on. So I felt a little manipulated with that, you know what I'm saying. Not no knock, you know what I mean. I lost fair, but I gave them money, you know what I mean. And what I thought was, let's play again for a bigger bag so that I can make what I lost back and I can win what I wanted to win. And we're going to have a rule set in place. So there wasn't a rule set in place. There was, you know, fouls that may not been fouled. There was calls that was not being called, or rules wasn't sticking. So we played again. I ended up winning that game. Ended up making them fall for a game, actually. You know, and that, you know, so that was a big deal. And then we played a third game, and we didn't finish. It was like 10-10. We didn't finish, and we kind of got into it. And I think it got too heated from, you know, some stuff off the court, and it was more like one of those juju type rivalries where like you may see me as an enemy. I don't see you like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't see it as that. So I'm not in that competitive. I believe in myself, but I'm not looking like to prove that I'm better than nobody. I think that's one thing that happens in Milwaukee too much, that we trying to prove we better than somebody, or we trying to
getting embarrassed. Everything else than you worried about them Pistons.
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't like it because I thought highly of DeMarcus. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was Mr. Basketball. You know what I mean? And I think it was other things that went into play with the one-on-one because of how it was going, and I'm just like, I'd rather play for a less amount to where we can just keep it 100 and everybody it be right, you know what I'm saying, the clean way, because I don't want to, like, when money get involved, the morals change. So it's like, I ain't that desperate, or I ain't move like that. I ain't gonna try to cheat you. I ain't gonna move like that. You know what I mean? So I think it was a good experience, and we should have made a lot more money from it. Because what I wanted to do with them was, let's sell the tickets.
I was just gonna say that.
Let's sell the tickets, $20. You know what I'm saying? Let's record it. Let's get nachos. Let's get shirts. Let's get all that. You got people. You know people. I know people, and let's do it like that. And I think just the personal, maybe a vendetta or whatever it may have been, overtook that. Where now it was just like to prove a point. No, I'm gonna bust your ass. And it's like,
not personal instead of just.
And it's more from old stuff because you know it's something like. I would have bust your ass in high school. I'm like, I ain't tripping on high school, bro. Like, high school was years ago. In 2008, I was leading the state in touchdowns. I wasn't worried about basketball like that.
That's like a decade.
So, I'm better. Like, I'm the best I've ever been right now. So, a lot of things in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying, this ain't, this real truth. Most of the legends in Milwaukee, their best days is behind them. I'm a legend. And my best days in front of me. I wasn't even hoop. Like I said, I was on the draft board for the Clippers and wasn't even claiming to be a hooper. So when I got serious, that's when my shit went to another level. You know, to where it makes people like feel like they gotta prove it, or they no, in high school, yeah, like that was different. We're not in high school no more. That's like us arguing who had a bigger night on prom night. Like I had more money than you on prom night. But yeah, but like, where's your bank account now? And so that's what I'm, you know what I mean? But like I said, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, for playing and for it going, you know what I mean? And I learned the lessons from it where I'm actually going to start a one-on-one league.
Just going to say, we should start that shit up soon.
Start the league, and I learned the rules and all that shit. Like, hey, T's dotted, I's crossed, and handle business is business. And I keep forgetting everything's business.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on top of your shit because you don't know how other motherfuckers on.
Yeah, so make sure you cover your bases, self-preservation.
Everything.
I thought enough to really, like, I'll just lose. I'm willing to lose this game just to play another one, so we can, like, if you play me again,
I'll shit just to make.
Because it's so not right. Like this ain't how I move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Always being too careless in your hand.
Yeah, so like I take the loss. 12.50. Let's just play another one for 3 racks. So at least I can make back what I want. You know what I'm saying? Let's play another
Give
one.
me a chance just to go ahead.
And you know what I'm saying? That's how confident I am myself. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's just shit. You live and learn, and that's the experience is the best teacher. So experiencing that, like it was sweet. Like, oh yeah, we just gonna play. Like, no, not knowing how shit gonna be. I know that shit get a little more heated for money. I'm like, whoa, let's play for free then. I don't want the extra shit with it. I just want to play. I just want to play. Yeah, I just want to play. I don't want to. No, I just want to play.
When was it?
Yeah, we probably 2 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe the last one probably was like a year ago, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
It was, gotta be coming soon, so y'all be on the lookout from that. Shit, maybe I get into that, you know, we can link some.
Yeah, do like a little pop, maybe everybody, and just, I want to do where it's real, where have refs, so it ain't, you know.
Nobody can complain.
Yeah.
I understand that. Just being organized, yeah, that makes sense. So be on the lookout for that. Any questions, do you still, that you want to, that you had before, or you want to ask them?
Who would you say was your toughest player in the city that you played against?
In the city?
Yeah.
He gonna say probably what?
Throughout high school?
Yeah.
I was like Corey.
Dwight kicked my ass. We like, my sophomore year, that was my welcome into like varsity. Scott, Chris.Mchenry too, he was just one shot that welcomed me to varsity with him. He like pulled from like half. I wasn't even holding D yet. But with Dwight, like, played him as a sophomore. I wasn't taking the game serious. I was out there playing. You know, I was out there, you know, pulling drive. I was friends with a lot of the Bayview guys who play AAU together. I played up with them, with Dwight, and, you know, so I played AAU with them sometimes too. And so I was out there playing them. You know what I'm saying? Tapping elbows.
Yeah, I need to stop it. Hold on.
You know, doing all,
Game
got close. Man, the last 3 possessions, I think the last 2, at least 2 in a row, he scored on me, got a foul. I ended up fouling out, and we lost.
Got the best of us.
And so, junior year, like, yeah, it was tough on him. So, like, the brawl game. So, like, I mean, this little stuff, like, make him fall in the brawl game. I beat him, we won. The N1 for the game was on. I bumped into him, you know what I mean? So, it was like, but Dwight was tough. To this day, like, he probably the best scorer. He's a real scorer. You know what I mean? Like,
he always been some superior.
I was always like I had to guard him. I had to guard him 2 times my junior year at our house for the brawl, and I guarded him at Al McGuire, and we beat him both times. You know what I'm saying? I learned when I'm guarding him though, you don't you don't just do stuff. I treat people like I want to be treated, and that's probably another reason why I'm a good defender. I ain't just gonna get all up on nobody, because now you're gonna make me do some shit. I just be cool. I'm cool if you cool. I'm cool if you cool. And that's how I think how I, you know what I'm saying, guard Dwight, and that helped me guard him. I ain't just finna be just trying to be, cause then you gonna pull your stuff out. Nope, I'm just gonna chill. So now, I ain't really holding D, he ain't really, so he may pass. So it kind of takes some of the aggression out of people. You know what I mean? It's like being tough. Like, shit, I'm tough. I ain't finna go around like trying to just, what up? Like, no, I'm just gonna be, we chilling. Okay, you come up on me now, I'll let you know. But like, I know not to play with people like that, you know. But probably Dwight. Dwight. I'm gonna go Dwight. I really admire DeMarcus game when he was in high school. You know what I mean? He was windmilling. Like, he used to get rebounds. He was a big guard. Like, he was real good. I never played against Corey like school ball.
Sniping that king man?
Nope. Because he played VAR as a freshman. I played freshman.
Yeah, freshman.
And then he went to Pius as a.
I thought it was a junior. Where he went sophomore?
Nope. Yeah, I went sophomore. He went to Pius.
Alright, okay.
Because sophomore I played VAR, and we lost to King. They had AZ. AZ was good.
Of course.
I like the guys. The guys I like was older than me. You know, guys my age, I didn't really look at.
Who would you say? Could you mention a few of them players that you look
Greg
at?
Brown.
Okay.
He'd go. Bouway to go. I really admired Dupree. when he was in high school. I liked AZ game when he was in high school. Yeah, that was my guy. I thought was amazing.
Decent four right there.
Let me just ask you one more question. You can do whatever you want to do. Because being that we was around the Silver Springs, how would you describe what would you say about Larry Bradley game that you remember?
Oh yeah, he was a GOAT. He should have been an NBA player.
For sure.
Yeah, he was an NBA player. I think the off the court shit, like just not having the right people around, not like that's why the resources got to be right for the players. Like that's why. And today, I want to be able to get the Larry Bradley out of here.
Right before.
Keep him under my wing and keep him, you know what I'm saying, to where we can get him out of here. And one way, I remember he was in 8th. He played, we all the same year. So he was in 8th grade, I was a junior. He played up with us as a junior.
It's like 4th grade.
And you couldn't even know that you didn't even know, because he looked grown too. You couldn't even tell. And when he played his age group, he didn't want, like, when I got into the game, he wasn't in the game. So he was like chilling on the bench. The score must have got up to about like 10. The team was winning. They would start losing. They threw him in. He just came in the game. I don't even know if he had his shoes ready.
That sounds just like what this nigga just explained. I swear to God.
He wouldn't know if he had his shoes ready.
Yeah.
Win the game. Jay. Late. Down. The score, they back up. He grow. They take him back out. He put him back down.
Chilling.
And he just played with us because he was chilling because he was going to play with us.
Playing for his ball out there.
That was my matchup. My senior year, we played Vincent. That was my matchup.
How was that? Real fast.
He had like 11 or 12.
Yeah. Okay. So,
you know what I mean?
Freshman.
Yeah, he was good though.
Yeah.
They called him the freshman phenom in the newspaper.
I talk about that shit. I only bring up the one thing I remember one game when they played at the Al McGuire. When they beat DeMarcus Cousins, and that was like his coming out party to me. Like the dogs they blew him out. He was dominating that shit.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't see him after he got out of jail. I thought after he got out of jail, I heard he was colder because he got bigger and he got that.
I'm already knowing. I heard so many.
Bro, we got out.
Man, plenty of niggas before you go to that. Jimmy, Tez, all them niggas got cold. Like, and oh my God, got cold. You know Jimmy Williams, he went to cousin.
Oh, yeah.
That's my cousin, cousin. And then Tez, that's my guy getting it in, so I'm already knowing that's how he was right after that. But he would know for sure, because I was gonna say that's his guy. So he was nice like that after.
Who that?
Larry? Like he was.
Oh, he got out, bro. He did a little bit. He got out. We went to North Carolina to play the Bob Gibbons, bro. We played against Quinn. We played DCSO. Quinn Cook now, bro. He dropped them niggas off like he was working out every day. Fresh out, walking. We got popped though. You know what I'm saying? We got popped DCSO. It was crazy, but dog got out there and it was cracking. Like, damn.
He like that.
Dog was a fool, bro. I really ain't seen nobody really get the best of dog. Honestly, and it was.
I actually stole some of his pack. I got my look off. I stole it from him. He was young. That's what I said. I still
move from a nigga all the way. Not even high school. Yeah.
Because he'd do it. He'd be dribbling, and then he'd see that shit man, and he was big, bro. He was looking amazing hooper. Amazing hooper. That's why I said I admire people. I admire people.
And that was early, fam. We didn't get this full. We just got a glimpse of dog.
You didn't get to see him, basically.
I seen him after all that, some years after he was out. He had just had a little daughter or something. He was walking. I seen him. He came to something. Man, come hoop. He came to the center. We just played some 3-on-3. You could tell he was out of shape. He ain't hooped. He you know what I'm saying, probably smoked out. But you can tell that he had it. Who is dude? Even if he ain't killing, you can see how he play. Who is dude? He still was. You know what I'm saying? He used to do that. No looks all the time.
Just got that.
I still ain't seen nothing like that on that level. Niggas right there, right next to it, dog a fool.
Lil Tayshawn might be close to it.
That's why I said he remind me of that young. And I don't call Lil. I ain't even seen him in person, but I be seeing. I be seeing Lil dog he eating up everywhere, fam. You see Lil dog this.
Check it out. What grade that is?
He a freshman. Brookfield Central.
Yeah, he's sick.
Out there, I'm gonna have to check him out still.
Listen, he beat me in the one-on-one.
No.
I had to play for real. Like,
you was playing
so
for
look,
real.
no, I ain't play for real.
He
He
caught you
beat
off
me.
guard.
No,
He caught you off guard.
Yeah, that's
Caught
what
you
it
off
was.
guard.
Like, you don't like he was the reason like you don't play with people.
Yeah.
Like how you play with like that's like
What's his
me
name?
not having
He just got
shine
rid of it.
fridges.
I know. I'm saying he got everything though. Don't
Yeah.
understand what.
That's like hold on. That's like with me like say a fighter, right? I fight, but then I know I'm such a good fighter, so sometimes I let somebody hit me a little bit. Like we play fight, you let them hit me. But like no, you don't do that because what if they just like hit you and like
catch you?
Now you just knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it was with him. Like so we was training, and then we was talking. And then I'm like, let's play 1-on-1. So I was just playing. I'm just like, all right, check it up. So we checked up. He beat me. You know what I'm saying? That was the game. I'm like, then he made a shot. I'm like, okay. Because I don't really got a guard because kids usually missing shots. Made 2. I'm like, all right. So I tried to tighten up a little bit. Made a 2. He was scoring. Then I missed. Shit, he made a shot and it was game. It was like, oh, I'm like, all right, play again. So I don't even remember the score. I told him I'm still posting. Matter of fact, I'm still going to post it.
Yeah.
So I got the 1-on-1. So I'm like, all right, play me again. So now I done pulled my pants up a little bit. And I beat him.
Yeah.
And then I played him again and I beat him again. And then, you know, so like it was over, but I played it for real. And it was just like, that's where I learned too, that confidence, like you can't play with people. Like you gotta dominate him because he's good enough to where he'll beat you if you don't play for real. And now he thinks he can really beat me because he beat me. And it's like, okay, play me again. And he played me again, like it's like 5-0. You know what I'm saying? So
he still got that W though.
But he like, no. He like, nope, I was tired. And I'm like,
he
oh.
still got that W. You fucked up now. You got
I do that. I miss out, but like,
you really gotta take it slow the next time. No easy way.
That go back to the That even go back to that 1-on-1 I was playing with DeMarcus. You know what I'm saying? Like I eased up. I was up 6-0 and I eased up. And it's like, damn, I'm busting his ass. Like I don't want to just because I don't want motherfuckers feeling no kind of way about me. So it's like, man, fuck that. You gotta go do what you gotta do. Cause look, I end up losing. I got the film on it. Like you can see when I ease up because like now I'm shooting step backs. Like I don't even need no step back. Now I'm shooting step. Now I'm trying to make that shit look good.
Took it off the break.
You know what I'm saying? Making overtime, you making shots. Now the rules changing. Now the and ones don't count no more. Now I'm for 70. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I play myself. You know what I'm saying? So it go back to that mindset. You gotta gotta have confidence enough to where this guy what's his name? Dave Magnally. He the commissioner of this TBL. It's called the Basketball League. It's a pro league. They can pay up to like $5,500 a month, so it's like really professional. I remember I was at a camp. I was so good at the camp. He didn't even believe I didn't play pro before. And I'm like trying to tell him, like, no, I never played. Like what you played before that? Like, bro, I never played. So they offered me a job and to play in Canada. But he was saying like, if you're playing against somebody that you better than, do them a favor and kick their ass. He like, if you're playing against somebody that's better than you, do yourself a favor and compete. You know what I'm saying? So like, either kick their ass or compete. And so both parties can get better. And that was one thing that I didn't know, and I eased up on, and it still affected me. Like I said, that's probably why I haven't played pro yet, because I still haven't mastered it. Because like, I let kids score, I'm letting them do stuff, and it's like that mentality. That's a weakness. That's a mental weakness, because defense is just locking in, or offense is just locking in. You know what I'm saying? So for me not to lock in mentally, that's a weakness that I have. You know what I mean? That I had, because I've conquered it. You know what I'm saying? I'm conquering it, and it's just like that's how I gotta be, because I don't have no time where I eased up and it went well for me. Like I lost that 1-on-1, and that costed me $1,250. You know what I'm saying? When I could have just been up $1,250. Had a better time in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And so I look at it all as adding up to where it's gonna be. I ain't even gonna say it's over for me playing pro, because like I said, I'm better than I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? But once that mindset is there, now it make it a totally different player. Now I'm taking that shit from people. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting layup. I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
You can't play basketball at night. You ain't gonna get the best out of that shit. You gotta take it.
So I
understand.
Now I'm even verbalizing. Now I gotta pay attention to it more. But like, yeah, bro, that right there, it's all mental. It's all mental.
Yeah. Definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Was there any questions you had for me before we wrapped it up to this time? We hopefully have you back again. But.
Yeah, definitely. No, I want to, be thankful of the opportunity. That's why I treat it like it ain't where we at, it's where we going. So I treat it like where we're going. Like you said, it's Breakfast Club to me. I got dressed. I treat it like a celebration. Cause it's an accomplishment for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's inspiration for me too, because I was already watching your channel. I was already like, I think I know. No, I ain't gonna say I know how many videos you got up, because I think you just uploaded another one, a couple videos. I ain't seen it in a couple weeks, but I was already watching. I remember that my favorite one is the D's or something like that. Yeah, so like,
appreciate that.
Like, I'm already, because actually I just made the trailer for my YouTube channel today. Totally forgot we had to go. I'm like, I forgot about my 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I was about making a YouTube video with him. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate the opportunity to get on here, and because what it's doing is building my confidence. Motherfucker too shy to get out there and make their own shit. So if I get on somebody else's shit and I ain't shy,
take a step forward.
It's all about getting started. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the opportunity to be on here, man. And I want to get under your wing, or get, counsel, so I can learn the shit that I gotta do to help me with my training, because it's what I do for a living. Now I don't think I'm even going back to NPS. Yeah, that was security in that check. Yeah, you're getting $800 there 2 weeks. Yeah, but I got my freedom, and I got to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So so I'm gonna take that leap, but this is a big step for me. So I appreciate you for the opportunity, y'all for the opportunity to even come on here, share the platform, express myself, tell my story. You know what I mean? And hopefully give game and drop some jewels where they can be used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit, like I love to come back, because you see, I got a lot to talk about.
You're gonna be back then. You already know that you're gonna be back. Say no more then. But most definitely, I appreciate that. And before we go, I just gotta give you a congratulations again, because you did something I never did. I didn't give myself a chance to, but you graduated and you went 4 years in college, which I think is that's big regardless. You played basketball, you played college basketball shit. You doing your thing. And also, I want to congratulate you, because that's a big thing training wise. Then I don't know if y'all know what it is, but LLC, and you're not getting your LLC, but you got your first invoice. You have training teams. It's going up. Shit, you doing what you're supposed to do. You becoming your own boss in that way, and with your own shorty, like we talked about earlier. And congratulations on the newborn. But just congratulations. Hopefully you keep going up, and we link soon. Y'all gonna see some stuff hopefully from me and them soon. Show y'all some big workouts or more YouTube videos, anything. So thank you again for coming through.
Appreciate it, buddy.
No doubt.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Hopefully y'all like this, subscribe, comment below, and thanks again for coming, bro. Thanks again for coming.
Appreciate it.
All right.
That's dope right there, though.